Lots might be standing here today, but I just want to say I'm not opening my mouth holding for the Lord. That it's my love for Jesus Christ. It's not a cult that I'm following. And I want to thank the Lord that I could have been here tonight. You know, now I'm not making a speech. We're not here to debate on God's word. We're not here to debate on God's word. Can I just read you a verse from Proverbs 16? Okay, now let me ask you the question, then you want to hear the verse. In Genesis chapter 16, verse 12, I want to ask Mr. Deedar the question, and he will be a wild man. Genesis 16, verse 12. That's from Ishmael, Mr. Deedar. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. Now, there's the verse, Mr. Deedar, and that's concerning Ishmael, and the covenant that God has given, the everlasting covenant with Isaac, and the promise to Ishmael of just the great nations. Could you explain that?
You see, the right thing for me to do was to ask you for an explanation about the verses that you have quoted, which means now you will go into delivering a lecture. You see, what had Ishmael and Isaac to do with Islam and Christianity that we were discussing tonight? Beg your pardon? Yes, yes. No, but now what has that sacrifice to do with Islam and Christianity tonight? I beg your pardon? About what? You must tell me now, what did I mock? You see, you're not asking the question, you're creating some new subject now about Ishmael and Isaac. Now, who was offered for sacrifice? Was it Ishmael or Isaac? Now, I tell you, according to the Bible, that is not true. Because you read there, Isaac, thy only son. And at no time was Isaac the only son of Abraham. You see, 13 years before Isaac was born, Ishmael was born. And God Almighty accepted him as the son and seed of Abraham. No less than 16 places in, 12 places in the book of Genesis. God speaks about Ishmael. He said, as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation, because he is thy son. Because, another place, he is thy seed. No less than 12 places. God Almighty accepts Ishmael as the son and seed of Abraham long before Isaac was born. 13 years before Isaac was born. So now, when was Isaac the only son and seed of Abraham? You go and work that out, and next time when I come to Johannesburg, you tell me.